If you want to know about bird conservation with a thermal device, such as how a thermal helps bird conservationists like Matt Pryor ring some of the British Trust for Ornithology's species of conservation concern, this is episode 2 of Bird Ringing the Red List with Thermal.
Just in front of us, we won't catch these, but we will try. Sometimes you come to a field and you'll see 50 in a cluster, and we don't go for those because they all feed off each other's nervousness. So they'll try and hide. If they don't feel confident, then they will fly. Every bird is awake. I've got a feeling they might do what swifts do, where they shut one half off. So you can see where it is roosting, a little bit of poo there.
Right.
So there you are, get to see the clear belly. I take it by the thighs because that's the strong part of the leg. Basically assist the bird to get out of the net.
It's quite a delicate operation, isn't it? Because they look fragile.
Yeah, I mean you need to be taught, and then there's a lot of practice in learning how to handle birds. That didn't take long. Another skylark.
It looks like such a privilege to be able to hold a bird like that, be that close to it.
It's an unbelievable privilege, and I've been ringing for 25 years, but the day that it's not a privilege and it doesn't feel special is a day I have to give up, and I've not reached that day yet. Lovely things.
They are, aren't they? Incredible.
But you think before thermal imaging, honestly, it was 2 a year. So how we used to catch them, how I used to catch them before thermal imaging was I used to put a net out with a tape on and catch maybe 1 or 2 in November. When we used to come out to catch woodcock, what we used to do, we used to just walk around the field with a big strong torch and you wait for the eyes to shine back at you.
Yes.
And we would walk around for 5 hours and catch 1 woodcock. Yeah. And you'd be flushing skylarks all around your feet. And me and my mate, who's a farmer on the Salisbury Plain, we used to say, one day we're going to catch a skylark, one day. And then he got a thermal imager to use it to find his cattle at night. And he said, Matt, let's try this. And well, blow me down. They've gone from being the holy grail to the most common bird we catch at night. Last year I ringed 300 skylarks. What I did there, I could see that the bird was facing that way. So what I try and do is I come up behind the bird and put the net from behind. I don't like to catch them front on because they're much more aware of what you're doing.
Yes.
So, and we've got the wind coming across sort of left to right. So by coming up this way, I'm coming up the wind so it can't hear anything apart from the flowing river sound. So everything I did there was putting that capture in my favour. What I noticed is where I put my net down varies bird to bird.
You can see there's a skill that you've got that has a much higher success rate.
So I would actually use the vegetation because the bird thinks it's hiding from the light, and I can come in and just do that. Brilliant.
What bit was it?
Well, we've got a corn bunting.
Ooh.
So if you noticed,
Yeah.
I suddenly started shaking the light.
Yes.
That's a great way for specialising in catching corn buntings. If I didn't shake the light, that 100% would have flown. As typical corn bunting, what they do is they will sit under the stubble, really hide in, but you've got to do this sort of shaking hand strobing technique to catch them.
So you knew it was a corn bunting even before you got to it?
I was approaching thinking it was a skylark.
Yes.
And I realised its head was really up. Corn buntings are unbelievably alert at night. They will sit looking like standing absolutely bolt upright. So then I looked at its bill, and a skylark's got a very slender bill, but a corn bunting has got this big thick bill, perfectly designed for eating barley. It's what they like to eat. And we're operating in a barley field. Locally, this is known as the barley bird.
It does look like a skylark a bit.
But look at the thickness of the bill. This bill is very thick and it's got a lump that sticks down in the middle. It's perfectly designed to crush barley. So this is a bird that's declined by 94% across the UK. And I'm pretty much the only ringer largely who catches corn buntings with this method. We will be fitting these with colourings. It's very, very important to understand more about how corn buntings move around the downs. So we've got a huge database of corn bunting resightings. So this is a really, really important bird for us.
Very good. Oh, you must be thrilled.
That's ace. That's really good, Paul, isn't it? So what I did, when I go up to them, as soon as I see this big grey bill, that's when I go into the strobing. That's when I realise, yeah, that's right. It won't do it for Skylark. Has to be for corn bunting. So that's really good. So there you go. See, 3 species we've caught, which is good. Okay, we'll go again. Oh, I've got a bird. So because I go on my own, the one thing I have to do is stop and keep searching. When there's 2 of you, the person with the light just goes like thermal light, and they can continue walking. The second person just does the net. But I weigh up my slower approach with the counteraction of 2 lots of noise. And if you notice, as I approach the bird, suddenly my feet go a bit different. I'm walking very quiet. So that was quite a good capture really, because that bird was sat around looking at me, but it's sat in this little alcove. You can see the poo there. Yeah. But this bird was very conscious, really looking at what I was doing.
And this is a Skylark.
Another Skylark, yeah.
Right.
So I had to change my approach on this bird because it was about to go.
Yeah, you went very high with the net.
Yeah, because it was about to fly. Okay. So if it had flown, my net was going to intercept it.
I see.
If I go low and it flew, it was going to miss.
Very clever.
So my approach with the net is going to vary depending on the behaviour of the bird.
So how many have we got now?
Around about 8 Skylark, corn bunting and a woodcock. So we'll be back to the car in a few minutes. So we're getting near the barn, so I probably won't catch any more, but who knows?
Yeah, we've said that twice already. You can't walk past a bird, can you? Just like fishing one more cast.
That was an amazing experience. Thanks to Matt and his Pulsar Thermal, we've learnt so much, catching 10 birds of 3 different species on the UK Red List. If you missed episode 1, you'll discover even more insight into bird ringing here. Don't forget to subscribe for part 3, where we measure, ring and release each bird to reveal even more. And if you'd like details of Pulsar Thermal devices, visit pulsarwildlife.co.uk. I'm David Thomas Jacks and we represent Pulsar Thermal spotters in the UK and Ireland. So if you've a question about thermal, just drop a comment below. A big thank you to Matt Pryor. Thanks for watching and tune in for episode 3.